Well, at least it made Prometheus relevant. Hey everybody, what's going on? Today we're going to be talking about the return of everybody's favorite lovable little xenomorphs in Alien Covenant. The crew of the colony ship Covenant, bound for a remote planet, discover an uncharted paradise that could be a more suitable place for them to inhabit. What they don't realize is that this planet is home of a threat beyond their imagination. First things first, I was not what you would have called a fan of Prometheus, but I did feel that it would be a good idea to at least read up on it before watching this movie. This would prove to be a pretty bright idea because even though the movie does an okay job at filling you in on the important events that you need to know from that movie, remembering them is better, especially the characters of David, Elizabeth Shaw, and the engineers. While I enjoyed this movie for the most part, there were some things that really needed to be done to make this a truly great experience. Sadly, this one didn't do many of them. First of all is the lack of surprise, fright, and shock. Without spoiling too much, I will say that I pretty much figured out the trouble our characters were getting into, who was behind it all, and especially how the whole thing was going to end. Here's another crazy thing. I think that 2 moments in the movie, one being the very first scene, have already given up the end of the whole story. And no, I'm not just talking about setting up the movie Alien either. I mean, I think I know what's going to happen with the theme as a whole. Oddly enough, I barely watched a trailer for this before seeing it. For me, that's predictable and sad. I really do hope I'm wrong about it though. Another thing that didn't work was some of the Alien fan service. Look, I know we have to have things like the face huggers and such, and they're great, really, I love them. But to base a lot of your tense moments on things that we've already seen is kind of lazy. And if the people in your theater are like the people that were in mine, these moments are really funny. Lastly, and I'll just keep this simple, a lot of the CG is not that good. One thing I did like was that this movie made Prometheus at least feel relevant to me. I can't go into much detail without spoiling too much of the plot, but I can say that a lot of your questions from the end of that movie will be answered in this one. Also, despite what the marketing is trying to sell, this movie is pretty much Michael Fassbender's baby now, in more ways than one. Granted, some of the other actors, such as Danny McBride, Catherine Waterston, and Billy Crudup, all give good performances with the limited time and setup they're given. Plus, there's a pretty strange cameo of an actor playing the main female lead's husband. While this movie does make Prometheus feel relevant, whether this was the original intention or not, it does still suffer a lot from prequelitis. All the predictability and lack of fright takes away from what could have been a great movie. Still, I thought it was okay. As always, thank you so much for watching. What did you think of Alien Covenant? Did it live up to the hype? Did it make Prometheus relevant for you? Give your thoughts in the comment section below. But remember, it's only just one guy's opinion. I'm Gino Reynolds from The Real Gino. Till next time.